Welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting into a family day that might look simple at first glance, but once you start paying attention, there's a lot more going on beneath the surface. From a lake day shared between two families to a beach day that unfolds in its own way, everything seems familiar, yet it doesn't feel the same at all. In this video, we're breaking down how the exact same kind of moments can come across completely differently depending on how they're shown, what's focused on, and what's left in the background. Some parts feel full and lively, others feel calm and effortless, and some feel like a story that slowly builds as the day goes on. Let's get into it and see what really stands out when you look a little closer. It was the kind of bright, easygoing day that already felt special before anything even happened. Calm water, clear skies, and kids full of energy set the tone for what looked like a simple family outing. But when Carlin Stewart and Josie Baca shared their lake day, and Katie Clark posted her own beach day around the same time, something quickly stood out. It was not just about where they were or what they were doing, but how each of them chose to show it. Carlin and Josie were actually spending the day together, almost like a relaxed double date with their families, while Katie was moving through a day that felt more like its own personal story. Layla, Zaid, and baby Navy blended naturally with Willow, Hazel, Miles, and Brooks, creating a scene that felt busy but warm. At the same time, Haley and Harvey were enjoying their beach day with Katie and Travis in a way that felt just as engaging, giving us three different versions of what a family day can look like. In Carlin Stewart's post, the lake day feels lively right from the start without needing any buildup. With Evan, Layla, Zaid, and baby Navy, everything comes across like a full-on family date filled with constant interaction and movement. The presence of Josie, Kelton, Willow, Hazel, Miles, and Brooks only adds to that feeling, making it clear that this is not just two families in the same place but one shared experience. The kids move freely across the boat, going from one side to the other, while the adults stay involved in small, spontaneous moments. Carlin is often right in the middle of it, especially in her interactions with Navy, which adds a strong, natural sense of motherhood throughout. There is never a moment that feels empty because everything is filled with motion, laughter, and connection that feels immediate. That energy makes the double family date feel especially active and full. Layla, Willow, and Hazel blend easily, while Miles and Zaid help create a playful atmosphere that feels completely natural, with no clear boundaries between the two families. Navy and Brooks, still so little, add a softer layer through quieter moments that balance out the activity. Everything feels connected rather than divided, as if everyone is moving together in the same rhythm. Even when they slow down and simply sit or take in the water, the sense of togetherness never fades. Carlin captures moments that feel full of life, making the entire day come across as warm and packed from beginning to end. When shifting over to Josie Baca's version, the exact same day suddenly feels different even though the people and setting have not changed. The lake day is still shared between both families, but the mood becomes calmer and more unhurried. The focus leans more toward Willow, Hazel, Miles, and Brooks as they enjoy their time in a quieter, more relaxed way. Many of the moments feel candid, like kids sitting together, looking out at the lake, or playing without any awareness of the camera. Interaction is still there, but it is not pushed to the forefront, allowing everything to feel lighter. In this version, togetherness exists without needing to be emphasized. Josie's approach makes the double family day feel like it is simply unfolding on its own. Kelton appears in small, steady moments with the kids, adding a sense of calm without taking over the scene. Willow and Hazel become natural focal points in a soft way, while Miles and Brooks bring gentle, quiet moments that round out the family dynamic. Even when Layla, Zaid, or Navy appear, they feel like part of the same space rather than something that needs to stand out. There is no pressure to make every moment feel big or important, and that is exactly what makes it work. The simplicity allows the warmth to come through in a way that feels easy and real. What makes it interesting is that both posts come from the exact same day, with the same people and the same shared time together. Yet the experience feels completely different depending on how it is shown. On one side, the shared family time feels full and energetic, while on the other it feels calm and gently flowing. The same double date between families can look like two separate stories, even though everything is happening at once. The kids are still playing together, the parents are still sharing the same space, but the focus changes how it all comes across. It shows how presentation alone can reshape the feeling of a moment without changing what actually happened. At the same time, Katie Clark brings a different kind of perspective through her beach day with Travis, Haley, and Harvey. This day starts in a way that feels immediately personal, opening with a simple, casual moment as she says, "Beach boy, how's that? You getting our beach towels?" She then adds, "We have a little bit of a drive, we got to go to the beach," giving a sense that the day is beginning long before they even arrive. There is a journey built into the story, and each step feels like it matters. Haley and Harvey are part of every stage, not just the destination, which makes the entire day feel more complete. It is not just about being at the beach, but about getting there together. Once they arrive, the energy shifts into something lighter and more playful. Moments like "it's the beach" and "run, run" bring in a natural excitement that feels simple but genuine. Haley and Harvey enjoy the sand and waves in a way that feels effortless, without anything needing to be exaggerated. Travis appears in relaxed interactions that help balance the overall dynamic. Everything moves at a smooth pace, with no moment feeling forced or overdone. Even in its simplicity, the beach day feels full and enjoyable. What stands out in Katie's version is how the entire day is shaped into a clear flow from beginning to end. From getting ready, to the drive, to finally being on the beach, everything connects without feeling disconnected. Nothing feels out of place because each moment fits naturally into the next. Haley and Harvey remain at the center of many interactions, while Katie and Travis keep everything grounded and steady. The result is a day that feels complete rather than a series of separate clips. It creates a sense of wholeness that builds gradually as the day unfolds. In the end, both the shared lake day and the more intimate beach day show how the same type of moment can feel entirely different depending on how it is presented. Carlin and Josie highlight how one shared day with Layla, Zaid, Navy, Willow, Hazel, Miles, and Brooks can turn into two distinct experiences, even while happening side by side. Meanwhile, Katie shows how a simple outing can feel more complete when it is shaped into a full journey. There is no single right way to share these moments, because each one reflects a different way of seeing and telling the same kind of story. And that is what makes it so interesting. How one ordinary day can turn into something completely different, depending on who is showing it. And that's a wrap on this latest Family Day story that turned out to have more layers than it first seemed. So what do you think about how each moment was shown and which one stood out the most to you? Do you prefer the version that feels full and lively, the one that flows more naturally, or the one that builds into a complete story from beginning to end? Let us know what you think in the comments, because your perspective might highlight something completely different. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content, and we'll see you in the next video.